Alright guys, BLM here, we're back with more Red Dead Redemption 2. It is pretty late already, it's already like 12, past 12, but I just finished watching the Game Awards and I kind of want to talk about it a bit, so I decided, we'll record one episode here. So we'll continue on also, where I believe we're supposed to be looting this house, right? So yeah, Game Awards, that was something. I mean, to be honest, overall... Oh, wait, what button is it? Square, okay. I think the Game Awards, in terms of announcements, which was the thing I was the most excited about, big disappointment. Like, pretty much nothing I cared about. So, I was really disappointed on that front. Again, by the way that Jeff Keighley was really talking about this, about the announcements and stuff like that, for like he was saying, oh, there's things you don't want to miss. Like, it really made me think that there was going to be something big, but there really wasn't anything big. Like, the thing that was probably the most surprised by was was Joker in Smash Brothers, which I thought that was really awesome. But it's like, outside of that, it's like everything there is either something I don't care about or something I'm just like kind of indifferent about. I mean, we did see Ancestors gameplay for the first time, which is Patrice Désilets' new game, who, if you don't know who he is, he's the original creator of Assassin's Creed.
Looks good.
And
what do you think, Bill?
it looked fine.
Looks fine.
Again, it looked like, I don't know. Supposedly GameSpot, I think, has a 20-minute gameplay session of it, so it's like, maybe I'll watch that eventually, see how it goes. But either way,
Oh, yeah. Interesting. This is something about the train they was gonna rob. A Mr. Leviticus Cornwall. Mount back up. Let's keep moving. All right, let's get out of here. Proud of you boys. All of you.
ooh,
Not a man down.
did not mean to do that. I meant to push L2, okay. But either way. But yeah, I mean, overall in terms of announcements, very disappointing. I mean, they did announce, like, what, Mortal Kombat 11, and, like, they announced some stuff, but it's, like, nothing I care about, so I was overall disappointed on that front. But the actual awards were very interesting. Namely, Game of the Year, going to God of War over Red Dead Redemption 2, which obviously I'm playing right now. I was surprised. I legitimately was surprised. I really thought Red Dead Redemption 2 had it locked, and like, especially even after when Cory Barlog got Best Game Direction for God of War, I was thinking, okay, this is like a thing that happens in the Oscars, where with the Oscars sometimes they give, like, they have a movie that they already want, like, that they already know is going to get Best Picture. So then for Best Director, they go and give it to the person who they're like kind of as a consolation prize. They give it to, like, the person who, like, to the movie that is, like, kind of second place. And that's the thing that happens on the Oscars every once in a while. But, like, that happened with, I believe it happened with La La Land, and it happened with The Revenant with Alejandro. But like, it's happened a decent amount of times. But, like, so I was thinking that's what's happening here. I was like, okay, Cory Barlog, cool, great, he got great, Best Game Direction, like I think he probably should. And this is kind of like a consolation prize for not winning Game of the Year. And when Game of the Year was God of War, I was legitimately surprised. I did not see that coming. Yeah, that's pretty cool too, because I personally, I was rooting for God of War more than Red Dead Redemption 2. Obviously, I haven't finished Red Dead Redemption 2 up until now. Obviously, I just started playing this, and to be honest, so far it's been fine. I mean,
okay, you got it.
who are we trying to get? Okay, wait. Lasso.
Yeah.
Where is he? It's like down here. But yeah, God of War is just a game that I really, really respect, though. And it's one that you can just tell there's so much passion behind it from Cory Barlog, who's been, like, so, like, he's interacted with the community a good amount, like, on Twitter and whatever else. And it's like, I feel like that's something I don't really see from Rockstar. Like, I don't even know who the fuck the creative director of this game is. Um, and it's like, are we going the right way, by the way? I see that red dot. I don't know if that's even what I'm supposed to be going towards. But like, I was really happy for Cory Barlog that he, fuck.
Don't hurt me!
Shit.
Please don't kill me, please!
This is going really well.
Mister, please! Just take it! Don't hurt me!
You're coming with me.
Come on, I'm nobody, mister.
Wait, hold. Oh.
Just let me go, come on. Oh, God, no.
Comfortable enough for you?
There we go.
What's your name, boy?
I don't know.
You don't know your name?
It's Kieran.
Kieran what?
Duffy, Kieran Duffy.
Well, I ain't gonna
so yeah.
lie to you.
That was fun. I was really happy that God of War ended up winning that.
Where are you taking me?
I think both games are very impressive for what they did. Because obviously, like, just from a technical standpoint, this game is...
So I'd advise you.
I mean, I don't know if incredible is really the word I'm trying to think of, but I mean, essentially that. I mean, like, obviously there's a lot... Like, I mean, the fact that this is pretty much a simulator is impressive in its own right. Obviously, graphics are fantastic.
Come on, mister. Please.
Again, the scale of this game is fucking enormous. By the way, have we even looked at the map yet? Do we have a map in the game? We do. Okay. I haven't even looked at this yet, by the way. And like, from what I understand with this game is that it's a game that, like, I guess, like, side quests, like certain quests and stuff are only available during certain chapters. So, like, if you want to do side quests, you have to do them at that certain point, because, like, I know, like, certain things, like, well, I mean, now get into spoilers, I'm not going to get into it, but either way, I mean, like, certain things happen where, certain quests wouldn't be available, and, yeah, there's some things about this game I respect, but there's a lot of things about God of War, too. I mean, God of War is, again, the fact that the entirety of the game is pretty much one camera shot, is, I mean, with the exception, obviously, of you dying, but the entirety of the game is one camera shot is very impressive, even though it's kind of blatant at points that they're, like, hiding loading screens, like, with the fast travel system and whatever else, but it's like, it's fine. I mean, like, I did complain about it the first time I played it, but it's like, I think in retrospect, it's just impressive that they were able to do the one-shot thing the entirety of the game, and they were able to make this, like, open world, like, this pretty linear game into a somewhat of an open world game. I think is pretty, like, a game, because, like, again, like, the quality of God of War's single player is, like, is very reminiscent of something like Uncharted or The Last of Us or any of these other games where it's like that usually it's only a linear game, but they made that game in an open world. Mind you, is the open world the greatest in the world? No, of course not. It's actually a pretty, to be honest, pretty mediocre open world in the grand scheme of things. But it's like, I mean, when comparing it to other, like, places like Assassin's Creed Odyssey or, like, even, I guess, Red Dead 2 and trying to think of another one. Like, I don't want Assassin's Creed Odyssey to be the pinnacle of fucking open world gameplay, because it's not. But either way, like, I mean, you get the point, though. It's like, it's not like there's a lot of open world games that have a better open world than God of War, but the fact that they're able to make that game within this, like, masterfully made single player experience as well, I think is pretty impressive. And obviously, you can just tell the amount of care that they put into the narrative,
Hurt me, please.
and how many things that
Don't worry.
you can definitely tell there's a
They're
lot
real
of plans for the
nice.
future. And yeah, I'm really excited to see how it goes. I mean, we probably won't find these things out for another what, 3-4 years probably, 4 or 5 years maybe. It's gonna be a
Oh,
while,
shit,
but
did you?
when it eventually does come, I'm sure the next God of War will be
Very good.
pretty
Welcome to your
good,
new home.
at least from a narrative
Hope you're
standpoint.
real happy.
Especially if Cory Barlog's involved. Again, Cory Barlog is
Oh, no, now all
he's
we'll
very
get
good at
is
what he does.
lies.
I mean, he did God of
Uncle,
War 2,
Mr. Williamson,
which
tied
from a
this
narrative
maggot up
standpoint is probably the
someplace
best God of
safe.
War up until
We get him
God of War
hungry
4
first.
here.
I
And
gotta
then
say
obviously he
it,
did
my
4 here
friend.
with the reboot and everything. And it's, again, a
You shoot
perfect way to
fellas
do a
as need
sequel, I
shooting.
feel like.
Save fellas as need saving, and feed 'em as need feeding. We are gonna find out what you need. I can't believe it! An O'Driscoll in my camp!
I ain't an O'Driscoll, mister. I hate that fella.
Oh, whatever you say, son. Well done, Arthur.
I'm just sorry we missed out on Colm.
Oh, there's time enough for that. Now, I gotta figure out if we can hit that train.
Okay.
Arthur's voice actor won Best Performance, which, we'll see. Again, I'm not out on him, obviously, right now, but as of right now, I'm not super impressed by his voice acting either. But obviously, like, I'm sure there's stuff that happens later on that will really, we got bronze, so we could shit on that. I'm sure there's gonna be stuff later on, that it's gonna be pretty good, but we'll see. Yeah, I think I've played, what, 3 of the games that were nominated for Best Performance? Like, I haven't played Spider-Man yet. Actually, I guess technically 4, because now I'm playing Red Dead. But I mean, like, I had played God of War, AC Odyssey, which I still, like, it just feels so out of place that Cassandra was nominated for that. Because again, she's not good. Like, she's so bad. In the grand scheme of, like, I mean, like, for that game, she's fine, I guess. But it's like, in the grand scheme of, like, gaming and voice acting and everything, like, she's so bad. I mean, like, comparing her to, like, Christopher Judge, who played Kratos, or, like, even Arthur Morgan right now, or, like, Connor from Detroit Become Human, like, it's just, there's no comparison. Okay, where the fuck am I going? I'm trying to get to that marker right there. Where is that? But, yeah, there's just no comparison. I'm really happy Assassin's Creed Odyssey didn't win anything.
We're gonna starve to death up here, Mr. Morgan.
We're okay. We have a few cans
This
of
is the
food
next
and a
course.
rabbit. For what, 10, 12 people? When I was in the Navy. I do not wish to hear about what you got up to in the Navy, Mr. Pearson. We were stranded
Yeah,
at sea
outside of
for
the
50 days. And you
Game Awards
unfortunately survived.
I did finish making
When
the
we ran
cast
away
for
from
our
Blackwood,
PlayStation Survivor
wasn't able
series that
to
I
get
want to be doing,
supplies in.
which I will be playing out Survivor seasons
Government
using
agents are
PlayStation
hunting you down.
characters,
Sometimes
PlayStation
shopping
4
trips need to
exclusive
be cut
characters, mind you.
short.
And
We'll survive.
yeah, I was able to make
Always
a
have.
cast. I was able to make
If needs be, we
a
can
list
eat
of
you.
180
You're the
characters,
fattest.
make 9
I
casts
sent
with
Lenny and Bill hunting and they
so we're
found
gonna do 10
nothing.
seasons, 9
Lenny's
maybe,
more
like
into
9
book learning
first
than
time, and then do an
Bill's a
all-star
fool.
one at the end, like we did with
Unless
Assassin's
those
Creed.
mountains are
I'll do the
full
same
of
thing
game
for
that wanna
PlayStation,
read.
and we'll be
Ain't no
doing it
wonder
during this
they
playthrough.
found enough
I'll
of us.
start it tomorrow morning. I'm not gonna
Go
start
find
now. I'm
something.
only gonna record this one episode right now. I only want to do it just
Wait a
to talk
second.
about the Game
Hold on.
Awards. But
Here.
tomorrow morning
Need
we'll go ahead and
something
start
up
it,
there.
and it'll be fun.
Sorted, salted
Hopefully.
off.
Creating the cast though was a
Starving
big
will be
fucking
preferable.
pain, to be honest.
Let's go.
You can't go hunting. Look at your hand.
I can't stay here listening to
Because I
you
initially
two.
made the cast to 180,
If this game in those hills, I'll find it.
and I kind of forgot
You can
about the
kill
idea, like these other
to
rules
rest,
that I wanted to
Charles.
implement, which is one, no
You think this
kids,
is
obviously.
rest?
So I had to eliminate a couple characters here and there. Mind you, I still kept like Sarah from The Last of Us. Like people who were kind of on the border, like they were like 12 or 13. I kind of kept those characters in.
You take this.
Because I
use it,
felt
you'll
like
have
that
to.
was like old enough to where we know the
gun.
personality and everything. Like
Must
I
have
felt like it was
every animal from miles
old
around.
enough for this.
Too old to learn.
Like the ones I don't want are like the fucking like 8-year-olds or something. Like I didn't want like Alice from Detroit or like Sean or Jason from Heavy Rain or anything like that. So yeah, then after that, the main thing that really fucked me over was I forgot about all these not human characters that I needed to take out. Like I had to take out like Gaia and Kronos and like Hades and Poseidon from God of War. Mind you, Poseidon does have a human form, but I'm not gonna fucking bother with that. And then I also took out there were a couple more. Who else did I take out? I don't remember anymore, but either way, like I took out a couple more, and I did also add a couple more because I realized I forgot about a couple characters from Uncharted 4. But because of all this, there's a couple really deep cut characters, which I thought I was going to be able to avoid at first, but turns out I still needed it towards the end because, I mean, again, like initially this list was also going to include like Gravity Rush and Ratchet and Clank, whatever, and with those games it would have been so easy to create a cast of 180. But I kind of decided against it just because I didn't feel like they fit with the rest of the characters, and to me, I kind of regret getting rid of Gravity Rush in a way, but I feel like it's fine. I feel like, again, I feel like the games that are included right now like kind of are all like relatively similar. I feel like Gravity Rush is kind of an outlier in that group, so that's kind of why I got rid of it. These games that are included, there's 10 games, or 10 series, I should say. There's God of War. Let's see if I can remember it. God of War, Order 1886, Infamous Second Son, Uncharted, Last of Us, Heavy Rain, Beyond Two Souls, Detroit Become Human, now 2 more. Horizon Zero Dawn, and Until Dawn. So yeah, those are 10. It's characters from all those games. Some of them have a lot more than others. Each of the David Cage games have around 20 or so each. A little bit more than 20 each, I believe. Like, there's a lot of characters from those games. Like, I think it ended up being around 70 from those 3 games out of the 180. So yeah, Uncharted, I pretty much used every Uncharted character I could. Like, I'm pretty sure I used, like, every character from Uncharted, with the exception of one. And that's because it's a character that only knew Spanish. I just felt like it was kind of weird to put that character in a in a game with, like, a whole bunch of, like, other people that just speak English. So I was like, I'll get rid of him. What's his name? Gustavo or whatever from Uncharted 4. But I pretty much included every other Uncharted character. And that was like 30 something, I think.
We'll track them on foot.
Horizon Zero Dawn had a good chunk of characters, had like around 28 or something. Actually, now I think about it, Uncharted had 28, Horizon Zero Dawn had 26, I remember now. Approach your horse.
Well, there's no point setting off without that bow.
Well, so we need a bow. Wait, what? No, that's not what I meant to do. Wait, how do we... Is that not our horse? Is this one our horse? Okay, that makes more sense. Okay, there we go. Wait, what? There we go.
Quiet as you can. Stay low.
So,
Slowly.
yeah, like those games had a good chunk of characters, but the other ones, not so much. It was, and I think that's kind of what made it tough, is that a lot of these other games didn't have as many characters. I mean, like Infamous Second Son, there were only 7 characters.
Focus.
Like Until Dawn, there were only 12, I think.
Keep low.
Okay. What are we trying to kill? Yeah, like Aura 1886, there were what, 9 characters, I believe. Yeah, Until Dawn there was 12. I'm trying to think of what the other ones were. I don't know what we're
Not
doing.
that way. What are you doing?
But either way, it should be fun. It should be fun to play. There's some fun characters to play. That we're gonna be playing with. Like God of War, I think there were like 15 characters or so. It was definitely a much bigger list until I like took out all the non-humanoids and whatever else. Yeah, like the first like so yeah, I made 9 casts. Did all this during the Game Awards, and to be honest, that was another reason why I didn't really feel like recording afterwards because it fucking like sucked all my brain energy out, which again is a big waste of my fucking uh like brain energy. What am I even talking about? Well, whatever. It's a big waste of my of that, but whatever. I did it anyway. Um, what are we doing? I mean I'm sure we're supposed to be looking for like something to kill, but it's like I don't see anything. Oh, so this is like the Eagle Vision equivalent? Huh. So there's like an Eagle Vision here. Okay. Yeah, the first like I'll probably do the cat. I mean, like, and again, I kept the cast pretty balanced. I didn't want like one cast to be full of like pretty cool characters and then another one to be filled with complete shit characters. So the cast is relatively balanced, where it's like I think it's like it's like half pretty good, like where like I'm excited to use them. Another like few that it's like okay, cool, whatever, fine. And then a couple like fuck, why are they here? And I think that's like every cast. So because I try to keep it balanced, and I feel like it worked out. Yeah, like the first cast, I'll probably do in the order that they were like listed and whatever. So the first cast I believe has Kratos in it, so that'll be fun. Trying to think of who else is in it. I don't remember anymore, to be honest. I think what's his name? Carter Blake is in there, right? From Heavy Rain. I think he's in that. I don't remember who else. There's probably better characters than Carter Blake of all people, but I don't know. That's the first one that came to mind. But whatever. What the fuck am I doing? Let's help. Oh, it's literally it's just like the guide sort of thing. Okay. Um, this is the map. Kind of lost on what we're doing. I guess that's what I get for not paying attention. Was that the path? Okay. To be honest though, I don't think it'll be as fun as the Assassin's Creed one. Because the thing about Assassin's Creed is I just know Assassin's Creed really well. Okay,
Down there.
it's that one.
You see him? Are you ready with that bow? Aim for their head or neck. You want a good, clean kill.
Ah, fuck.
Unlucky.
Damn it.
Time. Take the shot.
Wait, what? I already failed. The wrong one. Wait, what does this do? When did that become a thing? It'll be fun. I know the second cast has Nathan Drake in it. So that's gonna be fun too. Yeah, I feel like a lot of these characters are gonna be fun to play, like play this out with. I do feel like there's some not so great ones though. Again, there's a lot of like, there's probably a group of like 20 out of the 180 where like in an ideal world they wouldn't be on here, but I kind of put them on here just to fill out the spots. I could have done a second All-Star season. I feel like that's probably something I could have done. Fuck! I really just have shit aim. Oh yeah, Last of Us, I think there were like 14 characters or so from Last of Us. So that's another one. But yeah. Yeah, so I think there's a person from on every season, I believe there's one person from each game with the exception of Infamous Second Son. Just because Infamous Second Son, there were only 7 characters I could use from that. Which was weird, because it's like, you would assume that there's more, but then I was looking at the list of characters and there really aren't. I mean, that's really it. I mean, it's Delsin, it's Reggie, it's Eugene, that's his name, right? The nerdy guy, Eugene. There's Hank, who's that criminal guy. You have like the criminal guy that you get the smoke powers from, right? Oh, fuck off! God damn it.
You're making yourself too obvious.
There's Brooke Augustine. There's what's her name? Fetch, whatever. The first light girl. That girl. Something like that. Starts with an F. Whatever her name is. And then there's one other female. Oh, Betty, the person from your tribe or whatever, from Delsin's tribe or whatever it is. So yeah, I mean that's pretty much the only 7 characters I could use. I felt like. So yeah, ideally I would have been able to use Infamous 1 and 2, but they're not technically available on PS4, so I didn't include them. And also, I haven't played them on PS4, even if they were included, which that was also kind of my requirement. And I made this list to begin with. There we go.
Now let's try for another. Careful. This might be our only chance for a good meal.
Do we have to do anything here? Do we just leave it here? Yeah, that was a process that took a while, to be honest. It took a lot of thought process to like make the cast more balanced, and even after that, like I also split all of the cast into tribes as well, which that was probably more work than I probably should have done right now, but either way. So like essentially all 9 seasons that I plan on doing are completely set up to where all I have to do is literally just play it out. Yeah, that's actually a really good skill, isn't it?
You just wounded it. Well done. I think that's all we can carry. Okay, you pick up one, I'll get the other.
You sure your hand's okay?
It'll be fine once I get it on my shoulder. Okay, I'll go grab the other one.
Well, this is really depressing. Okay. Yeah, again, like with I didn't do this as much of Assassin's Creed because a lot of Assassin's Creed was just on the spot. where I was literally just coming up with casts as I was doing it because I didn't know how many I was going to do at the time. But with Telltale, I did this, and when I create the cast for those, which I do have the cast, I just haven't played it out yet because I'm waiting for Minecraft Story Mode to finalize the cast. But with the PlayStation one, I kind of did a similar thing where I put a lot of characters that hate each other on the same cast together. Like I had like Nadine and Orca from shit. Okay. Oh, never mind. We got it from Uncharted 4 and Lost Legacy, where Orca is the one that betrayed Nadine and everything. Also had I'm trying to think of who else. I know I had a lot of these like sort of real, like random groupings of people who didn't like each other,
Should be enough meat here to keep us all fed for a few days.
You found
or characters that didn't like each other. I shouldn't say people, considering again these are characters.
shooting back.
We've seen enough of that.
Considering how things were looking a couple of days back. Look out!
Oh, watch it.
Well, maybe our luck's finally on the turn.
Get a hold of that horse, Arthur. Seems to me we should be putting our effort into getting off this mountain now.
Soon. People are still weak, and you've seen how snowed in those wagons
I
are.
would think we're towards the end of this mission,
Get some more thaw.
so let's just go ahead and finish it off.
Probably
Might as well.
right. And even if we do get off here, what then? We still have a big price on our heads.
This is a big country. We'll find somewhere to lie low. Dutch and Jose will have a plan. You notice how Pearson's had a bottle in his hand ever since we fled Blackwater? We give the camp cook 5 minutes to grab the essentials and go, and he doesn't even bring a crumb of food.
Good that we caught more than one. We've only been up here a few days and have already picked up 2 more mouths to feed.
One more. We ain't feeding the O'Driscoll a damn thing. Except maybe that can of salted offal Pearson was kind enough to give us.
The girl, she has a wild look in her eye.
Of course. She lost her husband, her home, everything she had.
So what do we do with her?
Well, once we get out of here and we're back on our feet, we'll see. She might have family somewhere.
Who knows? Maybe she'll deal with the O'Driscoll for us.
Well, I know who my money's on in that fight. He's weak, but that makes him much more useful. Maybe we can get to them before they get to us.
What is it with the O'Driscolls?
You ain't dealt with them? I suppose. Hell, we ain't run into them much the last 6 months. I guess because they've been over this way.
Yeah. I've heard a lot of talk about them.
Well, we've been scrapping over scores with them for years. Big gang. Nasty sons of bitches. Their leader, Colm, and Dutch go way back. And not in a good way. A proper blood feud.
So I heard.
God damn, how far do we have to ride? Well, fuck. Got a
Watch
1
out.
in the episode.
Bear up ahead. Let's see if we can find another way around. You must be real hungry. Stay well back. Spring storms like this are the worst for animals that sleep all winter.
You know what? Fuck it. Well, I think we'll end it. Actually, wait. Are we good? I don't know. I want to end the episode. I'm gonna get super fucking tired too.
Cut up here, off the trail.
You're alright, boy.
Yeah, you know what? I think we'll end here. Next episode, go ahead and continue on. But for now, thank you for watching.